Hey, good morning, everybody in the world of Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. It's your boy Llewellyn here, and it's been a week, just over a week since I was live. And I missed you guys. And last week was one of those extremely busy weeks. We had campaigns going live, we had how can I say, fires to put out in terms of making sure that everything is running smoothly. But that's all. How that's what we expect in the world of media and in marketing and advertising. But I want to continue on our short discussions that we're having on our lives, where we're chatting about leadership. So let's talk leadership, guys. For those who've been following the videos, this is the book that we're busy with now, One Team, One Dream, Insights on Leadership from a Formula One Perspective, a book written and published by one of my mentors, Dr. Carl Hendricks. There you go, guys. On Insta, you can see the book, Insights on Leadership from a Formula One Perspective. If you are looking where you can get this book, hit me up in the comments. I will direct you. It really is a phenomenal book. If you're running an organization, whether it be a corporate or a charity organization, whether it is a sports club or a social club, even if you are heading up a household, I strongly advise getting it. It's a really interesting perspective on leadership, taken from a Formula One perspective. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy it because I have been enjoying it too. So you can see today we're still talking about vision. We're talking about visionary leaders, a visionary leader. What is a visionary leader? And I want to start with this quote that Robert Jarvik once said. He said, "Leaders are visionaries with a poorly developed sense of fear and no concept of the odds stacked against them." Wow, let that sink in. Do you have a poorly developed sense of fear and no concept of the odds stacked against you? Well, that is one of the key characteristics of visionary leaders. And I'm going to get into why I can make that bold statement, why I think Robert Jarvik actually made that statement. And it's found in the characteristics of a visionary leader. And that's what I'm talking about today. It's found in chapter 3 of this amazing book by Dr. Carl Hendricks. And the characteristics I want to challenge you, and I want to drop these nuggets so that you can start assessing yourself, do some introspection and see where you fit in the spectrum. See what is your style of leadership? Are you a visionary leader? So, number one, visionary leaders need to have a fulfilling obligation. You need an obligation and an accountability to leave a legacy. You got to leave a legacy. Be intentional about your legacy for future generations. I've spoken before about the importance of being accountable. You've got to be accountable to others. You need an accountability partner. You need to be accountable to yourself. You need to be accountable to your vision. A vision is for a specific time. It should have goals and time frames. In marketing, we talk about setting SMART goals. There should be SMART goals attached to your vision, and that would make you accountable to them. Number two, visionary leaders have a deep sense of commitment, and they're willing to immerse themselves into accomplishing the purposes in their life. So you got to have purpose, and you got to be deeply committed to that purpose. Number three is visionary leaders have true resolution to pursue their vision and to pursue and true commitment to their decisions, to pursue their visions passionately. This is not a New Year's resolution. That's why I'm talking about vision in November, because I don't want to talk about it towards the end of December, so that you get it confused with a New Year's resolution. Guys, your vision is bigger than a New Year's resolution. So many people come up with New Year's resolutions like, I'm going to gym, I'm gonna eat healthier, I'm going to read a book this year, I'm going to read 12 books this year. And those New Year's resolutions generally last until the 3rd of January, and then life sets in, And yeah, we carry on living, and the New Year's resolutions get packed on a shelf and put away until next year. But a visionary leader has a true resolution. They are resolved and totally committed to their decisions to pursue their visions passionately. They pay the price. They've counted the price and they're willing to pay the price. I look at that within my passion for cycling. Now, I'm not, let me put this out there, I'm not the strongest or the fastest cyclist, but towards my goal in cycling, and I've got specific smart goals with regards to my journey in cycling. I'm totally committed to them. So I choose discipline over motivation. Even at days when I'm not feeling motivated, I still get up. I still do what I need to do. I've chatted to people over this weekend about what do I do to actually stay fit. How do I plan, and what's part of my routine? And funny enough, part of my routine in cycling is not just getting out on the bicycle, but part of my routine is also spending days visualizing the end, visualizing the finish line, visualizing um, cycling a route before I've cycled it, visualizing reaching a goal or a time before I've reached it. So those are all part of my resolution to pursue my vision. And the same should be true for every area of our lives. Visionary leaders have a profound source of motivation, and it's the vision becomes an internal source of motivation. That's why it's easy, or not easy, but that's why it's necessary to say that you need discipline over motivation, because you should not need external motivation. You should not need to listen to 20 YouTube videos every morning to motivate you. Your vision should be what is motivating you. Your commitment to pursue and your passion to complete should be what's motivating you. And that comes from having a sense of purpose. You need to be connected to something bigger than yourself as a visionary leader. And the last point I want to leave with you this morning is visionary leaders take chances. You cannot play it safe. You cannot find fulfillment in playing it safe, in being too scared to make mistakes, too scared to take risks. Leaders are visionaries with a poorly developed sense of fear and no concept of the odds stacked against them. Why is that so important? Because if you want to always play it safe, you're never going to achieve. And guys, I want you to achieve. I want you to go out there. I want you to fulfill. I want you to live the best life you can. And you cannot live the best life that you were intended to live. You cannot be the best version of yourself if you're scared to make a mistake. Mistakes should be seen as stepping stones, as learning curves. Sometimes they say, there's a saying that says, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I like to look at it this way. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Actually, sometimes you win every time you learn. So in every area, whether you're winning, whether you're not winning, whether you're making mistakes, it should always be areas of learning. It should always be stepping stones to become the best version of yourself. Well, this is Llewellyn, and I want to thank you for joining me this morning on this short discussion on leadership. Tomorrow we will continue, because it's important that we get to a point where our visions are set and ready for 2022. You're going to finish this year stronger than you thought possible. You just need to go after it. There's still time to make things happen. There's still time to do something different, do something new. Develop that sense of no fear, that where you don't care about the odds that's stacked against you. And I will see you tomorrow. We're going to talk about vision implementation. Have a fantastic day. Go out there. It's Monday morning. Go out there and make a difference. Go and be the best version of yourself, and we'll chat to you soon.